Have you ever wondered if an older woman is sexually interested in you but felt unsure about the signs? Today we're going to uncover the subtle signals that older women often use to show their sexual interest. These cues can be understated, hidden in her touch, the way she looks at you, or even in the attention she gives. By the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize these signs with confidence. Stay tuned for our bonus tip at the end of this video. It's a strong sign that highlights her genuine feelings. Ready to become more attuned to what she's really communicating? Let's dive in and explore these signals together. 1. Subtle signals. When it comes to showing interest, older women have mastered the art of subtlety. You see, they don't need to be loud or flashy to get their point across. Instead, they rely on small, understated gestures that speak volumes. It's all about the little things, those almost imperceptible cues that, when you know what to look for, can tell you exactly how she feels. Let's start with the way she looks at you. You might catch her giving you a certain glance, something that's just a bit more lingering than usual. It's not a stare, and it's definitely not accidental. It's a look that holds just enough warmth to make you wonder if there's more behind it. That's her way of saying, "I see you, and I like what I see," without having to utter a single word. Then there's the touch. It might seem innocent at first, a light brush of her hand against yours, or a gentle pat on the back. But don't be fooled. These touches are deliberate. She's testing the waters, seeing how you respond to that brief moment of contact. And if she lingers just a fraction longer than expected, it's a clear sign that she's interested. And let's not forget the smile. When she smiles at you, it's not just a friendly gesture. There's a certain warmth, an extra spark that lights up her eyes. It's a smile that's reserved just for you, one that says, "I'm into you," even if she's not ready to say it out loud. These subtle signals are her way of letting you know she's interested, all without having to be overt. They're like a secret code, just waiting for you to decipher. 2. Intimate touching. When an older woman is interested in you, she doesn't shy away from using physical contact to make her intentions known. Unlike the playful, fleeting touches you might experience with someone less mature, an older woman's touch is deliberate and meaningful. It's a powerful form of communication, one that speaks louder than words. Imagine this. You're sitting together, engaged in conversation, and suddenly she places her hand on your knee. It's not a casual gesture, it's intentional. The warmth of her touch lingers, sending a clear message she's comfortable with you and she wants you to know it. This isn't just about a friendly pat. It's a way of creating a connection that goes beyond words. It's her way of saying, "I'm here with you, and I'm not afraid to show it." But it doesn't stop there. You might notice her leaning in a little closer than usual during your conversations. It's subtle, but you feel the shift in the air. The space between you narrows, and suddenly her presence is all the more palpable. This is no accident. By closing the distance, she's inviting you into her personal space, making it clear that she's interested in getting closer, both physically and emotionally. And then there are the playful nudges. These aren't just casual bumps. They're deliberate, almost flirtatious touches that convey a sense of ease and familiarity. It's as if she's saying, "I like you, and I want to keep this connection alive." Each touch is a small step in building intimacy, a way of keeping the spark alive and letting you know that she's fully engaged in the moment with you. These intimate touches are more than just gestures. They're invitations. Invitations to step closer, to feel the connection, and to recognize the growing attraction between you. So, if you notice an older woman making these kinds of moves, take it as a clear sign that she's interested and she's not afraid to show it. 3. Sensual communication. When an older woman is interested in you, you'll notice that her communication style starts to shift. It's not just about what she says, but how she says it. Suddenly, ordinary conversations take on a different tone, a softer, more inviting one that draws you in and keeps you hooked. Let's talk about her voice first. You might notice it becomes lower, smoother, almost velvety. It's like she's wrapping each word in a layer of warmth, making every sentence feel a little more intimate. This isn't just random, it's intentional. She's using her voice to create a connection, to make you feel special, like you're the only one she's speaking to in that way. It's a subtle yet incredibly effective way of signaling her interest. But it's not just the tone that changes. Pay attention to the content of your conversations. You might find that they start to steer toward topics that are a bit more flirtatious or even suggestive. She might casually mention something about her past relationships or make a playful comment that leaves just enough to the imagination. These aren't just idle remarks. They're carefully chosen to see how you'll respond. It's her way of testing the waters, of seeing if you're picking up on the signals she's sending. And then there's the eye contact. It becomes more intense, lingering just a moment longer than usual, as if she's trying to communicate something deeper without saying a word. Her gaze might drop to your lips as she speaks, a clear sign that her thoughts are drifting to a more intimate place. This kind of sensual communication is all about building a connection that goes beyond the surface, creating an atmosphere where words are just as charged with meaning as the silence in between. So if you notice an older woman's conversations with you taking on this more sensual, suggestive tone, it's a good bet that she's not just interested, she's flirting with you in a way that's both sophisticated and deeply engaging. 4. Open about sexuality. When an older woman is truly interested in you, she doesn't play games when it comes to her desires. Unlike younger women who might beat around the bush, an older woman knows what she wants and isn't afraid to say it. This directness is refreshing, and it's a clear sign that she's comfortable with her sexuality and with you. Let's get one thing straight. When she talks about what she likes in the bedroom, she's not being shy. She's upfront, clear, and straightforward. You might find yourself in a conversation where she openly shares her preferences, whether it's the kind of atmosphere that turns her on, her favorite ways to be touched, or even specific desires she's eager to explore. This isn't just idle talk. It's her way of letting you know that she's confident in her sexuality and that she trusts you enough to share it. This kind of openness is about more than just words, though. It's about creating an environment where there's no guesswork, where everything is laid out on the table. She might ask you directly about your own preferences, turning the conversation into a mutual exploration of desires. This is where you can really tell she's interested, when she's not just sharing her own thoughts, but genuinely wants to know yours as well. And here's the kicker, this kind of honesty isn't just about sex, it's about intimacy. When she's this open, she's inviting you into a deeper connection, one that's built on mutual understanding and respect. She's showing you that she's serious, that she's not just interested in a casual fling, but in something that's real and meaningful. So, if you find yourself having these kinds of candid conversations with an older woman, take it as a sign that she's comfortable with you and that she's very interested in taking things to the next level. It's direct, it's clear, and it's a powerful indication of her attraction. 5. Focused attention. When an older woman is genuinely interested in you, one of the most telling signs is the level of attention she gives you. In a world where distractions are constant, her ability to stay fully present with you speaks volumes. It's not just about what she says, it's about how she makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. First, let's talk about eye contact. When she's into you, her eyes are locked on you, and you can feel the intensity of her gaze. It's not just a fleeting glance, it's sustained, deliberate, and meaningful. She's not looking over your shoulder to see who else is around or sneaking peeks at her phone. Her focus is entirely on you, and that level of undivided attention is rare. It's her way of saying, I'm here, and I'm fully engaged in what you have to say. But it's more than just eye contact. It's the way she listens to you, genuinely interested in every word you speak. She's not just nodding along. She's actively participating in the conversation, asking questions and showing real curiosity about your thoughts and experiences. This isn't just polite small talk. This is someone who's deeply interested in getting to know you on a more intimate level. And let's be honest, it feels good to be on the receiving end of that kind of attention. There's no distraction, no rush to move on to the next topic. She's fully present, making you feel valued and important. This kind of focused attention is rare, and when you experience it, you know it's something special. So if you notice that an older woman is giving you her complete attention, take it as a clear sign of her interest. It's a powerful, almost magnetic connection that she's fostering, and it's one of the most telling indicators that she's truly into you. Bonus tip: continuous intimate touch. Here's a bonus tip that's often overlooked. Pay close attention to repeated physical contact. It's not just about a single touch, it's about consistency. If an older woman is truly interested in you, she'll find ways to keep that physical connection alive. Maybe it's a lingering hand on your arm during a conversation, or perhaps it's those gentle taps she gives you when she's making a point. Even the playful nudges you exchange can be more than just casual. They're intentional. Each touch, no matter how small, is her way of building intimacy and showing that she's comfortable with you. So if you notice that she's consistently reaching out to you in these subtle ways, take it as a strong sign that her attraction is genuine and that she's eager to keep that connection growing. Next, discover subtle ways older women test men, or learn subtle flirting signs men miss from older women. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.